Hi, good day to everyone. Welcome to examining a very unique Toto video tutorial specially prepared for members like yourself. Now, if you have just joined us as a member today, it's your very first time having to watch this video. Please allow me to take this opportunity to really thank you right from the bottom of my heart. I'm thankful, grateful, and my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for a precious time watching this video. Last but not least, allow me to say a word of welcome to the examining. Now, what you're looking at right now is a Wintoto Advanced Statistical Software. Now, if you look at the software itself, it has got two names, one known as Wintoto 2004, one known as Wintoto Advanced Software. Now, why the Wintoto 2004 is mentioned is because Wintoto Advanced is launched in the year 2004. Now, if you have watched the 4D video, you have noticed that the Win 4D Advanced was launched in the year 2000, and Wintoto Advanced is launched in the year 2004. Perhaps you may be wondering why we needed 4 years' time to really launch one software. In fact, this 4 years' time is a very important period for us because when we want to launch a software, our first priority is that we really want to know what we really want this software to do for each and every one of you. What we really want to derive out of this development of the software. That's the most important definitions that we are looking for. And there are two very important criteria that we have set. Firstly, it must be of great use to every one of you who use the software and that is able to enhance a winning chance. Two, we want to make sure that the development of the software do not stop at only one version, but allow us to continuously develop the software to make it better and better. The reasons for having to say that is because of two very important reasons. Total game is always ever changing. When we launched in the year 2004, in Singapore, the total game was only based on 45 numbers. But today, you look at the total in Singapore, it has already changed from 45 up to 49 numbers. Just imagine that if we never take the opportunity to keep changing, to make it better and better, to keep developing the software to make it better and better, to always to be on track, we are out of the game. What I understand is that there's a lot of software inevitably pulling a handbrake on the development because there's nothing that they have prepared for and they were caught off guard, but not for example. Secondly, knowing that the technology advances so well, so fast, the only way for us to make sure that you can use on the latest Windows operating system, we have only one way out, and that is to continuously develop to make it a point whereby you can use on the latest Windows operating system. Taking into considerations that when we launched Wintoto Advanced in the year 2004, there's no Windows 7, Windows 8, neither Windows 10. But today there are. So if we did not continuously develop the software, we will definitely not be able to achieve what we wanted to achieve all this while. So over here, sincerely, you can see how far we have planned. And it's only upon the confirmation that yes, we can achieve these two criteria. We decided to launch Wintoto Advanced in the year 2004. And in fact, the moment we launched, we have never failed to continuously develop the software to make it better and better. And in the year 2006, we have one very special Toto polling known as the Hongbao Draw Toto polling. And in that year itself, the total jackpot was at 5 million. It's one of the biggest jackpot at that point of time. And what's most important, we have actually had 55 members who joined us in the total polling, and we have used Wintoto Advanced software to derive the numbers. And I'm most happy and so glad to share with each and every one of you that number that we have generated using Wintoto Advanced has helped us to win a Group 2 prize, which is a 5 plus 1 winning numbers. Now, how could this happen? Simple reason. All because of the amount of effort that we put in into the development of software that allows this to happen. Secondly, without the participation of each and every one of you in the total polling, we would not be able to realize this winning either. So in all eventuality, I'd like to take this opportunity to really sincerely thank you right from the bottom of my heart. I'm always very thankful and very grateful to each and every one of you. And the continuous development did not stop there. In the year 2013, we have developed one very important feature known as the reverse scan. And the reverse scan itself have enabled two of our users to win. One of them won a Group 1, a 2.5 million jackpot prize. Another one won a Group 2, jackpot price of 250,000, and both have shared with us that because of the using of the Wintoto advanced reverse scan, from the numbers that was being generated using the reverse scan, they derive the inspirations to find the winning numbers. And what is the reverse scan all about? Is basically a features that moment when you update the results into the software, the reverse scan will pick up the results and it will do a very thorough data interpretations on the available data that could be found, and from there they derive what is the best and generated what's the best direct total numbers for you. And this is how it works. And this is how the two winners won their jackpot prize. And all sum up, it is truly never giving up of developments that bring us to where we are today. And I'd like to urge each and every one of you, do remember to upgrade to the latest version is catered for you. And it's after all those developments that we have, we are able to see a real change in the winning pattern. And I think that's something that we look forward to. We do have a lot of members who have actually came back and shared with us personally how they feel before the use and after the use of Wintoto Advanced. Their feedback to us is that before, no data, they basically buy on the what we call on the blindly buying pattern. They do not know what's going on. But after the use of Wintoto Advanced, the availability of data to allow them to really understand and study the way the number works is from there they find that, oh, this is exactly what they wanted for this while. And this is how they are more confident now. And I'm happy to hear that. Now, having to say all this, we have also many a time shared incidences like that with a lot of our members to get them to understand what we have achieved. And most of them personally feel that whatever that we have achieved today all boils down to the amount of effort that somebody has put in. So when we come to credit, this credit belongs to example. But I'd like to say this to each and every one. Without your support, your belief, your faith, your confidence, we would not have gone this far. So I'd like to share this credit with each and every one of you who supported the Wintoto Advanced Maintenance support. Truly, I'm very thankful, grateful, and my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 大家好，如果今天是你第一次目睹这个画面，或者是你刚刚加入我们的会员们，让我在这里跟大家讲一声，我是非常非常的感恩，很感恩，真的是非常的感恩大家的宝贵时间来观看这个 video。始终最重要的就是要跟大家讲一声，欢迎你加入 Example 的会员们。那目前你所目睹的这个画面是 Wintoto Advanced 的软件，其实这个软件里面它有两个名称，一个名称叫做 Wintoto Advanced 2004，另外一个名称叫做Wintoto Advanced， 然后有可能你会觉得为什么有2004的这个号码在里面？我们有这个2004是代表了这个 Wintoto Advanced 是在2004年推出的。那如果你已经有观看我们的 4D video， 你应该会了解到 Win4D 这个软件是在2000年，就是2000年推出的。4年过后我们才来推出 Wintoto Advanced。有可能你会觉得，为什么需要那么长的时间，4年的时间来推出一个软件？我觉得这个是一个必定的经历的一个过程。那为什么这么说呢？因为这4年让我们真正的坐下来思考一下我们的这个发展的这个方针是怎么样。我们要了解到这个发展这个软件到底要怎么样的一个软件，我们要的目标又是怎么样。所以我们列为了2个非常重要的一定要符合的条件，那就是第一，它要能够利益大家，那就是能够让大家用了 Wintoto Advanced 有这个帮助了大家来提高你们的这个中奖几率，这个非常的重要。接下来的第2个部分就是我们觉得了解了这个多多的这个千变万化，了解了这个科技的发达这样的快速，唯一能够让我们保留这大家能够中奖的这个几率能够保留的话，就是一定要延续的发展。加上我们在2004年推出 Wintoto 这个软件的时候，在新加坡我们的Toto只有45个号码，今天大家都知道已经增加到49个号码。那如果我们在2004年没有这样的一个目标，就是说一路要把它发展得更好，今天已经有49个号码，那我觉得你要了解这种愤怒是很难理解的一种愤怒，因为你不能够用， 那你觉得会很愤怒。那加上所谓的科技的发达这样的快速，在2004年的时候，我们根本都没有 Windows 7、Windows 8跟 Windows 10。那今天大家都知道，只要你拥有最新的电脑也好，笔记本也好，它已经帮你装好了 Windows 10。那你想想看，如果这个软件没有延续的发展，那你怎么样能够用在 Windows 10？是不可能的一件事。所以我们其实想得很远，非常的远，了解了能够符合这两个条件，我们才决定在2004年把 Wintoto Advanced 推出到这个市场。那为了要实现对大家的承诺，我们一路都把 Wintoto 发展的更好，非常非常的好，特别是在这个功能方面。始终最重要的就是在2006年，就是2年过后，我们在新加坡刚好有一个多多红包桌，庆祝了农历新年过后55位会员加入我们的多多柏林，我们也用了 Wintoto 这个软件，找出最理想的号码。从这个软件所分析出来的号码，我们把它拿去买。那当场在那一期里面，我们中了一个 Group 2，就是说5+1的这个奖项。那能够中这个奖项，我觉得真的是一种非常非常欢喜的一件事。但是能够中这样的有这样的一种效果，是为了什么？为了就是因为其中一个原因，就是因为我们不断的发展，才有这样的一种效果。加上没有大家的这个加入是不可能的，所以我还是永远很感恩大家你们的加入，多多鼓励，让我们能够实现中这个 Group 2的这种企业，非常非常的了不得。然后在2013年，我们有另外多一个大的突破。那怎么样的一个突破呢？那一年我们有发展的一个功能，名称叫做 Reverse Scan。Reverse Scan 是专门研究跟推荐多多号码。我们也因为有了2个顾客们刚好有用这么样的一个功能，从他所推荐的号码当中，他们得到了灵感，而中了一个 Group 2 250千，另外一个是中了一个 Group 1 2.5个 million。那我们能够有这样的效果，也就是因为不断的发展才有这样的一种效果。所以很多时候我们有很多顾客们曾经跟我们分享他们个人的看法，在还没用之前跟之后，之前他们觉得中国人和奖项很辛苦，因为没有资料，没有充足的资料让他们能够去分析，多了解一下他们的这个买的号码是怎么样的一个过程。但是自从拥有了 Wintoto Advanced 后，他们觉得他们的中奖几率有深深的提高。始终最重要的对他们个人而言，那就是我们有一个非常好的系统，一路不断的发展的这个功能，真的给增加了他们的信心。然后我们曾经有跟很多顾客们分享这样一段的一种这个经历，他们觉得也就是因为 Example 的努力才有这样的一个效果。所以如果要论到功劳，这功劳是真的是 Example 的。我在此刻跟大家分享的就是，没有大家的支持认可，我们其实能够达到这样的一种效果是不可能的。所以此刻我要跟大家讲一声，这个功劳是属于大家的，我是永远感恩，很感恩，非常的感恩大家你们的支持，谢谢，谢谢，谢谢。Now before we start to discuss the total numbers, do allow me to share something with you. If you have got Wintoto Advanced with you, do click on the help and check about Wintoto Advanced. Now you can see for yourself at one glance that our Wintoto Advanced latest version is version 3.6.0.1. Now if you were to use the same method to check on your Wintoto Advanced software, and if you happen to see that your version number, your number is not this number, now what does that mean? It simply means that you're using the old versions and not the latest version. Now, I want all of you to really sit down and think for yourself, why do Xambric produces newer versions? Why we want to introduce or inject newer versions into the market for you? Reasons because we have our obligations to you, that is to develop the software to make it better and better to enhance your winning chance. So if you happens to have this software and you check and you realize that your version is not 3.6.0.1, I strongly urge you, get it upgraded. I can only think of 2 circumstances that why you have not upgraded. Firstly, very likely that you overlooked the upgrading. Secondly, you could have overlooked the extension of your Wintoto Advanced maintenance support that resulted you not able to upgrade. These are the 2 circumstances I'd like to sincerely urge you and propose to you. Please get it upgraded and do extend your Wintoto Advanced maintenance support. Now, we do have members who have crossed after they watch this video, alright, and I'd like to urge this whether do they still need to purchase Wintoto Advanced software? Good question. Now, I'd like to share this with you. If you're really looking for a tools or software to enhance your winning chance, Wintoto Advanced is certainly the ultimate choice, and I think it's definitely a very good choice for you. The sooner you get hold of it, the sooner you experience the difference. If you're very keen to get a copy of Wintoto Advanced software, do contact me at 9230-0837. And if you're calling from overseas, +65 followed by 9230-0837。那如果你本身已经拥有了 Wintoto Advanced 软件，这里要跟大家宣告的就是我们最新的 Wintoto Advanced 号码就是 3.6.0.1。那就是说怎么知道呢？很简单，你 click help about Wintoto Advanced， 看看一下你的 version 号码是什么。那如果你看到你个人的 version 号码不是这个号码，那可能性很大的就是你应该是用的是旧的。然后在这里大家要明白的一件事就是，用旧的跟新的有什么差别？为什么我们会推出新的呢？我们推出新的是因为我们为了要实现对大家的承诺，把最好发展的更好的功能来提高大家的中奖率，也就是因为这样的一个目标。所以如果你本身认为说，我要提高中奖率是非常的重要的一个条件，那 upgrade 到最新的肯定是正确的选择。那我在这里我能够想象到两个因素，为什么你还没有 upgrade？ 第一就是你真的是太忙到忘记 upgrade， 第二就是你真的是没有时间去 extend， 忘记 extend 你的 Wintoto Advanced Maintenance Support， 导致你不能够 upgrade。如果是因为这两个条件，我在这里鼓励你早点 upgrade， 早点 extend 你的 Wintoto Advanced Maintenance Support。那接下来的就是我们曾经有很多会员们曾经打电话问过我们个人的意见，是否需不需要购买 Wintoto Advanced？ 我觉得如果你真的要找一个软件或者是一个功能来提高你的中奖率， Wintoto Advanced 是正确的选择。如果你对这个软件产生了很大的兴趣，非常想要购买，记得我的联络号码92300837。如果是从外国打来，记得加个65在前面92300837。Okay, let me close this. Now, if you were to click under this database, open that database option, you can see for yourself that in this software itself, we have got Australia, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, Taiwan, United Kingdoms, and United States data. But for today, I'll be discussing the Singapore data with all of you. 从这里你可以清楚的看得到，我们其实有澳大利亚、香港、马来西亚、新加坡、台湾、英国跟美国的资料。当然，今天是因为时间的关系，我只能够跟大家讨论的是新加坡的资料。当然，所讨论的这个方式，你这些方式你可以用在别的资料方面。Alright, you can use the same concept for the other data. Alright, I'll be using the Singapore and the 645, which include the 649. Now, I want you to take down something. I'm going to speak very slowly this time. Alright, and just take down. Okay. Now, currently our total game for Singapore is 49 numbers. And what is our winning chance? Alright, it's calculated based on 1 over 30 millions. Take note. Now, when it was 45 numbers, it's 1 over how many millions? 8 millions. What if I'm going to share this with you? If I can bring the numbers down to 37 or 35 numbers, what do you think that the winning chance to be? Very likely to be below 8 million. So you can see the difference, a vast difference. From 49 numbers drop to 45 numbers, you can see 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, about 5 numbers different. You can really see the drop is how many? Almost 5 million. So if I were to tell you that it's a drop of 10 numbers, don't you think that we should have at least drop of 10 million? Possible. Alright? Okay, now let's move on. 然后刚才要跟大家分享的就是我希望大家能够把它记下来的，就是现在目前我们新加坡的多多号码是49号码，我们的中奖几率是1比13个 million。如果是45个号码就是1比8个 million。那如果我今天跟你讲，我有一个好消息说我们能够把它减到大概是37个号码或者是35个号码，你认为说我们的中奖几率是怎么样呢？肯定是比8个 million 更少。Right, 所以你从49个号码掉到45个号码，它已经掉了5个 million。Right, 如果从这个45个号码掉到35个号码，你觉得掉了几个 million？ 肯定是掉了10个 million， right？ 应该是这样，大概 OK, now just take note. Okay, let me move on to this, and I want to share this with you. Very important. Okay, let's click on this thing called the display standard grouping statistics. Now, the one that I'm going to share with you is the 10 series, which I want you to take note on. Okay, currently you can see that in Singapore total, all right, I mentioned many times, when you want to follow these statistics, there's two school of thoughts that you must follow. One is called follow the trend, one is called go against the trend, which I would like to recommend that you should have 80% follow the trend, the 20% go against the trend. So when I say follow the trend means what? Follow the trend means you can see for yourself that when I go into 10 series, each grouping itself is really have a small grouping. Number 1 to 9 is one grouping, 10, number 10 to 19 is another grouping, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49. Altogether, there are 5 groupings, and each grouping is about 9 numbers, of 10 numbers. Now you can see for yourself that at one glance, you know that practically every draw since 22nd December, 1 to 9 have never failed to at least surface 1 or 2 numbers. And so is 40 to 49 never failed to surface at least 1 number or 2 numbers. In fact, on the 19th of Jan, it surfaced 3 numbers. So you can see for yourself that actually the small numbers from 1 to 9 and 40 to 49 are very, very popular. In other words, when you want to pick any total numbers, do take note of 1 to 9, 40 to 49 as your priority. The next priority that you should take note on is 10 to 19, which has since 12 Jan, every single draw without fail at least 1 numbers to appear. So you can see for yourself how this thing goes about. And of course, going against the odd would be 20 to 29. So in other words, you can certainly take a look at 1 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 40 to 49.那在这里要跟大家分享的就是，因为我们的多多号码总共有49个号码。如果我们用我们的这个双眼去看49个号码，非常的辛苦。我们选择了其中一个资料叫做 10 series。Alright， 在这里可以看到我们选的是10 series。那从这个10 series 里面，我们可以看得到，我们把它分成5组。就好比一粒非常大的面包，如果再叫你一口气把它吃完是很辛苦，但是你把它分成小小块，吃的会比较轻松，也不会被啃到。那在这里你可以很清楚的看到的就是我们的1到9的号码，从这个12月22号开始，差不多每一期都有至少1个或者是2个号码出现，这个非常的重要。所以我们在看这个资料的时候，有2个非常重要的这个原则一定要跟着，就是第一就是跟着潮流走，第二就是反潮流走。那你一定要选择一个，但是我觉得2个都好。Alright， 就是跟着潮流走，我们把它列成80个 percent， 反潮流走20个 percent。所以就是说，如果你选什么号码，你记得1到9这一组的号码你一定要选。接下来就是40到49的号码，你也是一定要选。好，接下来就是这个10到19，你也是要选。好，这边的这3组的号码一定要选好，来20到29。Alright, so remember what I just mentioned. Just one particular data itself can actually give you a lot of boosters. Now let's come to this area called maintenance. Now you can see for yourself that we have actually made tremendous changes in our maintenance. Alright, in that we have many types of forecasts available for your use. We have got reverse scan, right, which is the first one that I mentioned just now. We got left scan, we got right scan, we got position scan, and last one that we have is called the shift scan. So you can see at one glance that the shift scan at the moment right now is still one of the better choice, because most of the time you can see that we do in 1 month itself, we do achieve, let's say for example in the month of December, we do achieve 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times of at least 6 numbers being forecasted correctly. And you can see the number of balls that we have chosen or forecasted is about 35 to 38 numbers, and most of the time it's definitely below 45. Alright, so in other words, if every single month, every single draw itself, you really take a look at what is the forecasted number using the shift forecast and pick the winning numbers, just like the 2 winners who have won in the year 2013, taking a look at the forecasted number using the reverse scan, and they are able to derive their inspirations to pick the winning numbers. And I just want to tell you, you have to have confidence in yourself. And example, we have already done our part by narrowing the numbers for you, and you have to do your part to pick the numbers. Now, effort has to be put in somewhere, alright? Always remember, whatever comes, there's no such thing as called free lunch. However, we must not also deny that we can still achieve it. So today, I've got these numbers for you, which these 35 numbers starting from here, you can see all the way from 1 all the way to number 46. And I want you to work on the numbers from here and pick the winning numbers from here. Alright? 我现在跟大家分享的就是，因为我们刚才有跟大家分享，我们总共现在有5个预测功能。第一个就是 reverse scan， 第二个就是 left scan， 然后接下来的就是 right scan， 我们还有 position scan， 然后最后一个叫做 shift scan。shift scan 你可以看得到的就是差不多在12月份，我们有1次、2次、3次、4次、5次，5次的大概有6个号码预测正确。在这个1月份，我们有2次7个号码预测正确。从这里我们可以想象到，就是说，从这个45个号码的时候，我们的中奖几率是大概是1比8个 million。现在我们把它减到38或者35个码，甚至有时候还是33个号码，我们都能够看到很好的效果。所以如果你每一期你的击中率是在这些Shift Forecast 的号码，我看你中奖的几率非常的好。所以每一期一定要用这个方式去到这个 Viewer， 然后呢来到这里的时候就去看到这个 Forecast， 来看看一下 Shift Forecast。刚才我有跟大家分享，就是说1到9我们大概要选一个，然后接下来的就是41到49一定要选1-2个号码，然后接下来的另外一个组合就是这个10到19， 10到19是这些号码 10 to 19。 当然我觉得可以跟反这个潮流的就是20到29， alright， 20到29 which is here， 20到29 21 all the way to 29。 Now from the 10 series itself, alright, we can actually take a look at this forecasted number using the shift scan. Alright, of course we know that 1 to 9 we have to pick at least 1 or 2 numbers. 41 to 49 we also have to pick 1 to 2 numbers, and definitely from this 11 to 19, alright, is also one of the important one, which you can see here. Alright, 11 to 19, 10 to 19. Then of course not forgetting 20 to 29 will be the one that against the trend. So if you follow this method, keep on practicing and practicing, you definitely will come to a time where you will be able to pick the numbers you want. I think this is basically one of the way, we have gone step by step to introduce to you more and more avenues for us to explore this, right? But because of time factors, I have to end here. I certainly really value your time and value your effort to watch this video, alright? 我已经到了尾声，我真的是非常的感恩，很感恩大家的宝贵时间来观看这个 video。那如果你认为说这个 video 对你的帮助很大，我希望你能够把这个 video 的这个 link email 到给你的朋友们、亲戚们，介绍他们去观看这个 video， 多了解一下Toto Game 是怎么样的一个玩法，怎么样去提高他们的中奖几率。始终最重要就是让他们多了解一下 Wintoto 是怎么样的一个软件 ，Examic 是怎么样的一个公司。那如果你本身已经拥有了 Wintoto， 你觉得这个软件是帮助你很大，所希望你有时间的话，希望你能够示范给你的朋友们。当然最重要的就是一定要推荐跟鼓励你的朋友们、亲戚们购买 Wintoto Advance。此刻跟大家讲一声感恩，非常的感恩大家的帮忙。那如果你本身曾经有这样的一种经历，说某某人，你会感觉到某某人的这个运比你好，或者是他的命比你好，他的财比你多。如果你有这样的看法，我觉得你应该是在寻找一个方式来改变你的命运。我有一个非常好的消息跟大家分享，其实命运是可以改，因为命运是自己主宰，所以如果是自己主宰，当然是自己去改。怎么样改呢？如果你能够接受说你种了什么因得了什么果，你能够接受这样的一个看法，那就简单。从这个开始，每一个起心动念都是要种善因，你种了更多的善因，你得的必定是善果，这个是必定的。特别是在做的过程中，不要想任何的一种回报，你的回报会更大，你的福报会更大。所谓的舍就会得，舍得多得的更多，这个就是必定的一个效果。所以我希望大家牢牢的记住，如果你真的很想要改变，这个就是最快速的方式。那我了解了这个 Toto Game 是一个千变万化的游戏，了解了这个科技的发达非常的快速，唯一能够帮忙我们提高你们的中奖几率，唯一能够让大家用在最新的 Windows Operating System 只有一个方式，那就是延续的发展。我此刻鼓励大家一定要 upgrade 到最新的，一定要支持 Wintoto Advanced Maintenance Support。如果你对 Wintoto Advanced 产生了很大的兴趣，非常想要购买，记得我的联络号码92300837，如果从外国打来，记得加一个65在前面。92300837，我的名字叫海通，大海的海，大通的通。Toto 是一个 horror 的游戏，没有任何一个软件能够保证你100%一定会中奖。此刻鼓励大家牢牢的记住，一定要负起责任，不要超越个人的艺术，个人的这个预算，记得一定要负起责任来玩。在此刻祝福大家快快乐乐、健健康康中大奖。如果中了大奖，记得 WhatsApp 你的 winning ticket 到92300837跟我们分享。感恩，很感恩，非常的感恩大家，谢谢，谢谢，谢谢。Now, I really come to the end of my video presentation. I'm truly very thankful and grateful for all your time and effort watching this video. Now, most important of all, if you find this video to be of very great help to you, do remember to email the link to your friends and relatives. Let them have a chance to watch this video, to realize for themselves on how to enhance their winning chance, and most importantly, get them to know what Wintoto Advanced Software is all about, and get them to know what exam is all about. Now, if you have been using Wintoto Advanced all this while and you find that this software has been of very great help to you, do remember, do spare some time to show it to your friends and relatives, and do encourage them and recommend highly to them to purchase Wintoto Advanced. Over here, I sincerely like to thank you for all your effort and for all your help. Now, if you have once in a while or in your lifetime, if you have ever experienced things like, why are people more lucky than you, or why people win more than you, or why this and that, and why you are always not so lucky, why you're always never on the up, but always on the down. If you ever experience all this, it just simply goes to show that you are definitely looking for ways to change the destiny of your life. Now, I've got good news for you. Destiny of life can be changed. All we needed to do is to able to accept this concept of whatever you sow is whatever you reap. If you can accept this from this very moment right now, understanding the cause and effect. Alright, so what we're going to sow from this very moment right now, every single thought and every single action of yours, sow the kind seed. Accumulate more kind deeds. Do more kind deeds. And while doing so, do it with an open heart. Do it with a heart that do not think about any form of return. I can assure you, your return will be definite, far more better than you could expect. And the more you give, the more you receive. In Chinese, there's one saying, 舍得多，得的更多. So this thing called 舍得舍得. Understanding that lottery game is ever changing, understand that the technology advances so fast. The only way for us to make sure that we are always on track on our winning, making sure that we can use on the latest Windows operating system, we have only one choice, is to keep on developing. So remember to upgrade to the latest version, and remember to support Wintoto Advanced Maintenance Support. If you're very keen to get a copy of Wintoto Advanced, do contact me at 9230-0837. If you're calling from overseas, +61 followed by 9230-0837. Lottery game is a game of probability. There's no software that can guarantee 100% sure win. That goes to Wintoto Advanced Software. All we could do for you is to keep developing the software to make it better and better to enhance your winning chance. I strongly urge you, please remember, take responsibility over your play, never to overplay, and always keep to their budget. Wishing you and your family a very happy and healthy days ahead, and most importantly, wishing you win more jackpot prizes. If you do win, do WhatsApp your winning ticket to 9230-037 to share a winning joy with us. And lastly, once again, do allow me to take this opportunity to really thank you right from the bottom of my heart. I'm very thankful, grateful, and my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.